So in the last session, we completed setups for security roles, right? And since the deployment was pending, we could not see the results, right? What setups we did for SR. We created rule. What rule we created? Allow department 1000. That rule we assigned to a role called as General Accounting Manager, and the same we associated, the same role we assigned to SRMX user, and we assigned the role and the primary ledger we assigned, we submitted. Okay. So deployment was pending, so we could not see the results. Now we'll go and verify. Yeah. So if we log in to instance with this user as per our security rule, system should allow this user to create transactions only with department 1000. Other department should not display. That's how we created security rule. We'll go and check once. Okay. So we can sign out from this user. And what is the username we created? SRMX. Okay. Now we'll log in as a SRMX user so that we can check. Just wait for a second. So go to navigator. General accounting. Go to journal task. Go to task list. Create journal. Okay. Here you can go to account code combination. As per our security rule, it should allow us to access only department 1000. We'll check that. So department. So these are always set as a default value. The same system is displayed. Just click on drop down. So instance is little slow today. Only 1000. Okay. We have 2000, 3000, 4000, and total department value. All this we have. Nothing it is displayed, only 1000 because of security rule which we associated to this user's role. Okay, this is how you can restrict specific segment values for particular role, the same you can associate with the user. Accordingly, the user will be able to access the values which are permitted. So that's all about SR. The same results we were expecting yesterday. Since there was no deployment, we could not see that. We done with the reporting ledger also, right? Fine. Now we'll see the concept called as secondary ledger. So we know primary ledger and reporting ledger. What is the use of primary ledger? All the business transactions we record with the help of primary ledger only. In the same primary ledger transactions, if we want to report in the different currency, we can use the reporting ledger. Primary ledger transactions to report in the different currency, we can use the reporting ledger. Why this secondary ledger is required? If primary ledger transactions, if you want to report in the different currency, we can use reporting ledger. Apart from currency, if anything is different, we can use the secondary ledger. Say for example, we have say 6 segments or 7 segments in our primary ledger. But we want to report only 2 segments data to another, just it could be country or whatever it may be. Okay. We have 7 segments in our chart of accounts in our primary ledger. Instead of reporting 7 segments, we want to report only 2 segments data. Currency can be same or different. Requirement is we want to report only 2 segments data or only 3 segments data and with the same currency or different currency. In those scenarios, we cannot report by using the reporting ledger. Reporting ledger will support if currency only is the difference. So apart from currency, if any component is different with respect to reporting, we cannot use the reporting ledger. The best option is secondary ledger. Now what we will do is, we'll just test that scenario. We want to report only 2 segments data, and currency you can take same currency whatever you have in the primary ledger, or else you can report in the different currency. If you want to report in the different currency, the additional setup is you have to define the daily rates, and in the secondary ledger you have to select in which currency you want to report. Okay, so that's only the difference. Now we'll see to implement secondary ledger concept, what setups we have to perform. So our requirement is we want to report only 2 segments data. For that we have to create chart of accounts. You can say create secondary ledger COA. We'll create chart of accounts with just 2 segments. With the 2 segments chart of accounts, we have to create the secondary ledger. So create secondary ledger and specify the ledger options. Specify ledger options. Then between our primary ledger and secondary ledger chart of accounts, we have to create the mapping. You can say create mapping or create COA mapping. Okay, create COA mapping between the primary and secondary ledgers. You can say you don't need to just anyway, we are talking about primary and secondary only. It is the same point. Okay, create COA mapping. Chart of accounts mapping we have to create. Which user required access to secondary ledger? You can just define that user. So create user. And to which user we want to give the secondary ledger access. Create that user. You can say secondary ledger. Fine. So when you create the new user, what we have to do? We have to assign the roles. Assign GL roles. And to the same roles, we have to assign the secondary ledger. So assign secondary ledger to GL roles. Okay, assign secondary ledger to GL roles. And for synchronization purpose, we have to run LDAP job. And you can open the periods in secondary ledger. Open periods in secondary ledger. So these all we call as setups. Okay. If you want to report in the different currency, you can define the daily rates also. But we will report in the same currency. The difference is in our primary ledger we have 7 segments, and in the secondary ledger we are going to have 2 segments. So that is the difference between primary and secondary. And when you report, only 2 segments data should go to secondary ledger. That is the requirement. Then once setups are ready, what we have to do is we have to create the journal in the primary ledger. Create a journal in primary ledger, and we should post it. Okay. The posting process will trigger this transfer. So you should post it. When you create journal and post in the primary ledger, the same will be reported to secondary ledger. Say find same journal in secondary ledger as per secondary ledger chart of account. Okay, that's how the conversion takes place. So we have a journal in the primary ledger, it won't come to secondary ledger as this. Since we are doing the chart of accounts mapping, only specific segments data only will come to secondary ledger. That's how system will create journal in secondary ledger. We'll see how just chart of accounts with the 2 segments. Okay, we'll just go and create chart of accounts with the 2 segments. You can sign out from this user. You can log in as a Amex user. Amex. So we can navigate to implementation project, or from the search page also you can create the chart of accounts. Okay. Create secondary ledger chart of accounts. The purpose is secondary ledger. We know how to create the chart of accounts. Same process we have to follow. First we create chart of account structure, then we have to create the instance and deployment and all the same steps we have to follow. Okay. Go to setup and maintenance task. Go to task list. Go to task list. Fine. Go to search. Chart of account structures. Manage chart of account structures. Just click on search. Instance is a little slow today. Go to manage structures to create the chart of account structure. Just click on manage structures. Say create. We can name it as mix secondary flex field. Okay, mix secondary accounting is not allowing. Then we can give the name mix secondary flex field. That means for secondary ledger we are going to use it. Select delimiter. Okay, select delimiter and say save. So another user is working on it. Let's wait. Okay, if you are working, okay, if anybody is accessing the same page, please come out of the page so that we can proceed. Better you can log out if you are working on the same instance related to chart of accounts. Okay. Save. Just save it. Please go on mute.
Hi Lakshman, is it possible to find out which user is working on this form, or who has obtained the lock on this form, something like that?
No, we cannot find. The DBS can find it.
But DBA in this case is Oracle itself, right? Means Oracle
Yeah.
company. We
But
have our
see,
own DBS.
reality when
Client
using this instance as a consultant, don't think someone else will be working on it. No scope. Only consultant. Okay, there won't be too many consultants for finance, right?
Right, right.
So when you are practicing, you come across with this issue. That's all. Still, somebody is accessing this page. We cannot proceed.
In
By
Oracle DBS will be able to find out.
sorry.
So I was saying in this case, only Oracle DBAs will be able to see who else has obtained the lock on this
Yeah.
object.
Best thing is once they exit, like we can proceed. That's only the option. Right. I'm just marking this topic as a pending. We'll proceed with other topic. Okay. Just we described about the setups, what setups we have to do and process. Okay. Since we are not able to create a chart of accounts, since accounting flex field is locked with other user actions, so we'll proceed with other topics. Okay, we'll see the concept called as auto posting. So we can post through manual process. Otherwise, with certain criteria, we can post the journals automatically. Okay. How to set auto post criteria set, how journals can be posted automatically based on the criteria. We'll go and see. So when we run the create accounting process, we can set up transfer and post as a yes so that journals can be posted. Otherwise, if you create journal directly in the GL, after creating the journal, you can save and you can complete, you can click on post. That is completely manual process. Instead of posting the journals through manual process, you can create some certain criteria. Based on that, you can run the auto posting process or else you can schedule it. How this can be done, we'll see. If you want to post the journals automatically in the GL, we have to create auto post criteria set. Say create auto post criteria set. After creating auto post criteria set, you can for testing you can create journal. Now with this auto post criteria set, you can run the process or you can schedule the process. Say okay, say run or schedule auto posting. Okay, you can run or schedule auto posting. We'll see this. How to create auto post criteria set, we'll see first. Let's go to our implementation project. From here also you can search and find the task you can go and do from our project. Go to task list. Go to implementation projects overview. Select our implementation project. Okay. Now we have to create auto post criteria set. Search for auto post criteria set. So this is a task. Manage auto post criteria sets. Just click on this task. Manage auto post criteria sets. Say go. Okay. Here you can create the auto post criteria set. Just click on create. Okay. Just click on create. You can provide the name. Max auto posting. and enable the same. And this approval and all not required for this. Click on add. Okay, we have to specify the criteria on what base, say for which ledger, which source journal, which category journal, for which period they should work. Set priority as a one, high priority. And for which ledger related journals, this posting should happen automatically. If you say all, it happens for every journal. You can select our primary ledger. So Amex USA primary ledger. Which source journals? That means which application related journals we want to post automatically. If you want to post any application related journals, you can give source as a all. If you want to post only specific application related journals, you can give that name. If you say all, any application related journals can be posted automatically. So we can give as a manual. Manual means general ledger application. Better you can type manual. You can select source as a manual. That means we want to post GL related journals automatically. And within the GL, which category of the journals we want to post automatically, that you can select here. It could be specific category or all categories. Any category you can choose. I'm going to select only adjustment category journals only we want to post automatically. Again, the journals need to be posted in which period. Automatically, you want to post the journals in which period that you can specify. Irrespective of period you want to post, you can select as all, or else you can select specific period. You can click on drop down. So, any period journals, if you want to post, you can select the value as all, otherwise, select specific period. Just click on the drop down, it is there as all. I want to select specific period. So just for our testing purpose, I am giving only Jan 22 journals only we want to post. Just wait for a second. Just search. The values are not coming. Let's proceed with the same. Now say save and close. So this is the criteria that we created within the MX USA primary ledger. If journals are belongs to GL and if category is adjustment irrespective of period, we want to post it. Okay. So from here also you can run this. Okay, this is what we created. You can run this. If any journals are available with that criteria, it will post. But ideally that is not required now. Generally from here also you can select and you can click on generate. That's how it will run this process. If any journals are available, it will post automatically. But anyway, now we'll go and create so that we can understand which journal we created, which journal system is posting automatically. Those points we can go through. Okay. From here also you can submit. First, let's create the journals so that you can see the status of journal that is posted by system automatically or not. Okay. Now what we will do is we'll create one journal which will meet the same criteria. Go to journal creation page, journal accounting, journals. Go to task list. So create journal. Okay. So as per criteria, what are the information we given, we are going to create the journal. So source is manual, right? What are the journals you create in the GL, source should be manual. We given the criteria as a manual only. And we given the category also adjustment category. Just for our identification purpose, I am giving the journal name as one. Batch name and journal name I am giving as one. And this you can select as a current month. Okay, by default, somebody opened the periods up to March in our primary ledger. So that the reason it is taking period as March. You can select John. Now you can provide the account code combination for debit and credit. Search. Okay, we will test this auto post max auto reversal also, then we can wind up for today. Because instance is slow, we cannot proceed with this for today. Okay, just click on search. We'll list out all the existing code combinations. You can pick any one of the code combination for our testing purpose. Okay, select any one of the code combination and say okay. So very slow today. Okay, you can enter any amount. So I'm entering $100. Then go to second line. Select any other code combination to create the credit line. Click on search. Okay, we can stop after testing this auto posting itself. Click on search. Okay, you can pick any one of the code combination and say OK. Enter credit amount 100. Now I don't want to post this journal. As per auto post criteria set, we want to post it. Okay. So here what we can do is we can go on to say save and complete, and we are not going to submit this journal for posting now. Right. Save this journal. Remember that journal name or batch name is 1. Save it. Okay, it is saved, and now you can say complete. We are completing the journal batch creation. Of course, within that we are creating only one journal. So after completing this journal creation, okay, we are not going to post. Don't post it. Close this page, cancel. So we want to post this journal with the help of that auto post criteria set. In the same way, you may have a number of journals. Instead of posting one by one, you can proceed with the auto post criteria set. Okay. So go to task list. Okay. Here we are in page. Okay, we are under journals task. Here you can see the task called as run auto post. Click on run auto post. Now you can schedule it or else you can submit it. If you want to schedule this, you can select auto post criteria set. This is the auto post criteria set we created. Now if you click on submit, what system will do is it will run this process, auto post journals. What this process will do, how many journals are matching with this criteria? Source is manual and category is adjustment. How many journals are created with the source as a manual, category as adjustment? Those all journals it will post. This process will post, it will take the information from this auto post criteria set. If you don't want to post now, and if you want to schedule it, you can schedule. You can go to advanced tab. Okay, click on advanced tab. Here you can set the time. How often system has to run this process. Okay, maybe every 1 hour or every 1 day. Okay, this is how you can set the time. Here you can go to schedule tab. First you have to select our auto post criteria set, then go to schedule tab. Here you can say using a schedule. Yes, select using a schedule. It will open the parameters. Now you can set the frequency. How often system has to run this process. Once when that is date is given, and the frequency you can set. If you can just still it is running the process. Okay, now so now you can set daily once. Okay, so every day one time system has to run this auto post journals so that system will select unposted journals which are meeting with our auto post criteria set and it will post. Okay, days between run every 1 day or 2 days, 3 days you can set, or else you can say hourly base also or minutes. You can select frequency as hours, hourly or minutes, and you can set every how many hours once, every how many minutes once you can set. So every 1 hour, or say 1 hour, 30 minutes. Every 1 hour, 30 minutes, system will trigger this auto post journals process. This is how you can give. Okay, and you can give what is the start date and end date for this process, from when it has to run, by which date this process should end. You have to specify and you can submit this so that by following these time intervals, every 1 hour 30 minutes system will run this process as per this. Go to parameters. Okay, every 1 hour 30 minutes system will run this process. When it will run, the parameters whatever the auto post criteria set we given, as per that auto post criteria set, if any journals are available, it will post automatically. Okay, as per this auto post criteria set, if anything is available, it will post. If you want to run immediately, what you can do is you can go to schedule. Here you can set run as soon as possible. That means whenever we submit, it will run. Just wait for a second. Fine. Now you can go to basic. Directly also you can submit from here. Okay. Just you can navigate to this page and you can select parameter and you can submit. Okay, the parameter you can select auto post criteria set, then you can submit. So that as per that auto post criteria set, if any journals are available, this process will pick and it will post those automatically. Just wait for a second. It's taking too much time. Okay. So here, okay, once you just navigate to this page, you can select auto post criteria set. Simply you can click on submit. Now what system will do is system will trigger this process, and as per this criteria, auto post criteria set, if any journals are available, it will submit for posting. Just click on submit. Now it will look for the journals which are available, which are meeting this criteria. Okay, now it will trigger the process that you can go and see from the schedule page also. Okay, go to schedule processes task. Just 2-3 minutes we can close button. It became very slow now. Okay, directly you can go to journals creation page to verify the status of that journal. It is taking too much time to navigate here and there. Directly you can go to journal creation page. You can go to task called as manage journals and we will verify the journal, whatever we created. So the status should be posted since we submitted auto post criteria based job. Okay, select manage journals. The journal name we given as a one will go and verify the status of the journal. The name we given is one, right? Now you can search and find that journal so that we can see the status. Click on search. Now you can see that journal. Okay, the journal name is one. The status is posted. We didn't post through manual process. Okay, we submitted auto post created a set based job as auto post journals that identified there is one journal where the source is manual and category is adjustment. That's how it picked and it posted the journal. Okay, so the help of auto post creator said we can post the journals automatically. You can submit or you can schedule. If you schedule as per schedule, system will trigger the same job. And if you submit whenever you want to post all the journals which are available automatically, you can just go and submit however we submitted just now. Okay, since instance is very slow today, they might be doing some maintenance activity. So we can just wind up for today.